Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good
Hi, good afternoon, Anitha.
Good afternoon.
Wish you all the best. The new inner year start with Koti.
As well as this new year.
Yeah. Good afternoon,
Hi,
Auntie.
Yes,
Hi.
ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Anitha.
Yes.
All the
Hi,
best.
Auntie.
Thank you. It so happened because we planned earlier,
Yeah.
the last week of June, but it happened just like that. It
Yeah.
happened today, so that I'll be the district chairman also now to conduct this.
Yeah. Today you are district chairman.
Day number one.
You are vice chairman. Now you are the district chairman.
District chairman.
Yeah, it's nice.
So I can wear my collar, right? When the meeting starts. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's
How are you, Auntie?
nice.
Good looking, Auntie.
Fine.
How is
Very-
Madurai?
My casual
Suda?
wear. Madurai
Oh,
is
yeah,
nice,
yeah.
cool. Quite cool.
Okay.
Cold அல்ல பரவாயில்ல. It's not bad. அப்புறம் வெளியூர்லாம் சுத்திட்டு உங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் இங்க ஹாட்டா இருக்கும்.
ஆமா
கையல்
ஆமாட்டே அங்கேயும் இப்ப அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். அங்கேயும் இப்ப ஹாட் தான் இருக்கும். ஜூன் ஜூலை ஹாட் தான். ஆகஸ்ட்ல இருந்து குறைஞ்சிடும். நம்ம ஊர் நல்லாவே ஹாட்.
பரவாயில்ல இப்ப நிறைய மழை பெய்ய ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு.
ஆமா இப்பதான் ஒரு 1 வீக்கா கொஞ்சம் சேஞ்ச் இருக்கு.
சென்னையில பெய்யுது.
எங்க ஊர் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்குது.
நாகர்கோவில்.
But in April and May it was so hot.
Same.
Hi, Srilekha. Good afternoon. இன்னைக்கு செம்ம ஹாட் ப்ராஜெக்ட் போயிட்டு வந்து வேத்துக்கு
நானும் போயிட்டு வந்திருக்கேன்.
ஃபர்ஸ்டே ப்ராஜெக்ட் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? நான் வீட்ல தான் ஒரு வேப்பஞ்செடி வச்சிருக்கேன் வீட்ல. அத போட்டோ எடுக்க கூட ஒருத்தரும் இல்ல, எடுக்கல.
இதுல ஒரு கார்டன் 26 மெம்பர்ஸ் 26 பாஸ் இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ணிருந்தோம். ட்ரீ போய் கார்டன்ல வச்சிட்டு
ஆரம்பமே அசத்தன ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கீங்க.
ஆடிட்டருக்கு கார்னர் பண்ணிட்டு டாக்டர்ஸ் கார்னர் பண்ணிட்டு முடிச்சிட்டு வந்தோம்.
Which club is it? எந்த club?
திருச்சி ராக்போர்ட் மேம்.
திருச்சி ராக்போர்ட்.
So it is better to rename your name with your club name. So Srilekha Photo/Petra.
Okay.
அது கூட போட்டுக்கங்க.
Understand no? For the others also, you can add your club's name. PDCs and all, everybody knows.
Yeah. Anitha also know, everyone knows Anitha.
No.
நல்ல ஒரு எல்லோ கட்டிருக்கீங்க மங்களகரமா.
ஆக்சுவலா அன்னைக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ராஜெக்ட் 2 இடத்துக்கு போயிட்டு வந்திருக்கோம். இனவில் கிளப் ஆஃப் நாகர்கோயில் அண்ட் நாகர்கோயில் சாகரம். So I thought I should wear something related to green as well as the மங்களமான yellow. Hi Lissy, Rajan. Divya, hi Divya.
Hello Anitha ma'am, happy to see
Yes,
you.
Divya. Actually, எனக்கு இதுக்கு நான் உங்களை தான் தேடணும், பட் அதுக்கு கூட எனக்கு டைம் கிடைக்கல. ஏதோ போட்டுட்டேன். Usually she'll be doing for us immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
2 minutes she will.
Sorry, okay.
But I did something.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Lissy from Punalur.
Yeah, I know.
Punalur. Yeah, I know. Punalur.
Kochurani from Kotak.
How many members now in Punalur?
19.
Very good.
Srinath, you'll be reading the prayer, no? She's there.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Amita.
Hi, hi, good evening.
Good evening. Hi, Sunita, our club president.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
hi.
Talita. Hi. Hi, Talita.
Hi, hi.
You have also done so many projects in the morning. Many of you are
Yes,
done.
we were very busy from morning.
So many are
Everybody participated and it was very good.
that's good.
And very nice to see everyone today, the July 1st, the chairman also know, chairman and the members and everyone. So nice.
It is a pleasant day, I think.
Yeah. Starting the day with something related to earth and
Right, right. Yes.
forest doctors. Going on live also in YouTube.
YouTube, okay, okay. Vimala ma'am will come, Vanita. She join.
Invite her personally, but I send to the. Probably she will, or tomorrow we can invite.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that Gayatri so that I will get a co-host. Hi, Ramya.
Hi. I'm having lunch. Did you have your lunch?
Yeah, I had. Maya's here. Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Hi.
Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Hello, everyone. Happy
Hi.
New Year.
Yeah, wish you the Happy New Year. And for your
Gayatri
course,
is
now
also
you are
here,
ISO.
no? Is it Gayatri Aran is a trainer, right?
Hello, yes, I am.
I'll make you the co-host.
Hi.
I welcome you.
Hi, Maya. Hi, it's good to see a few familiar faces.
She's Gayatri Reshmi Nayara.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I am the convener of this event.
Lovely to meet you, ma'am. Hi.
Hi.
Now the time is 3, right? Okay.
Okay.
Should we wait for?
Shall we start or wait for 1 minute? Bina's joining, huh?
I didn't invite anyone. I just sent a message.
Yeah, I too sent only message. $29 members only there.
Yes, we can wait for a little more, I think.
Yeah. We will wait.
Anitha, ma'am, how many members are we expected to have today?
More than 100, I think.
Hi, Bina.
Hi, sorry,
Live
let me
also.
get up. I was just relaxing.
Okay.
As soon as a few district officials join, we can start, right?
Yeah. How many have joined, Ma?
32 now.
Okay.
We're waiting for you and Vimala, ma'am.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Bina.
ரொம்ப நாள் ஆயிடுச்சு
Ah.
பார்த்து.
I call you first itself.
ஆமா,
You are taking
நான்
rest. You
அப்படியே
are taking
படுத்து
rest.
லாகின் பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறம் எழுந்திருக்கலாம். டயர்டா இருந்துச்சு.
சரி, படுத்துக்குங்க. அப்படியே படுத்துட்டே கேளுங்க பாருங்க.
ஆமாமா, I'm going to listen. I want to listen. அப்புறம் வேற என்ன? All settled after coming back?
Yes, yes. Settled.
ஆமா, அங்க பிள்ளைங்க எப்படி இருக்காங்க?
Fine, Bina. Everyone are fine.
Yeah, Samantha are there, no? For the babies.
Yeah, there. Samantha is there.
And the local help you were trying, எதுவும் கிடைச்சுச்சா?
We are going to send our maid there, Bina. So process is going. Yeah. That ministry government give permission because of both of them doctors. Nala they gave permission. So now the maid is going to. Hopefully in 15 days I will take her to Oman and I will.
Okay, you will go. Okay.
And immediately I will be back within 1 week. Hi, Lakshmi.
Hi, Maya.
Hello, ma'am. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
As soon as it reaches 50, you shall start.
Yeah.
ஒரு ஈஸி ரெண்டு ஈஸி வந்தாச்சு. லட்சுமி வந்துட்டாங்க.
வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம்.
வாழ்த்துக்கள், எல்லாருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Hi, Lakshmi. Hi, Beena.
Hello.
Hi, Maya.
Oh, you're there. How are you?
Fine, all fine. Good, Beena.
Yeah, good.
உங்களை பார்த்துட்டு தான் இன்னைக்கு நானும் அப்படியே பேசாம நைட்லயே உட்காந்துட்டேன்.
How was that Kiladi? That was so impressive.
Yeah, very nice. We should all make a visit.
The excavations they show, is it?
It's all showcased very well. And you can also see, I didn't go that day.
What of things?
Let us make a trip. So close by, very close by.
Yeah.
Just 12 or 15 kilometers from here.
We'll all be coming there, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a big party here. Hi, Swarna.
Swarna came,
Ama just joined.
Hi, Swarna.
Anitha?
Yes, shall we start?
வாழ்த்துக்கள், Anitha.
Thank you. Shall we start? Ma'am, Kyle, ma'am.
Yeah.
3, 6 side. Dark side. நீங்க அஜெண்டா நீங்களே கையில reading or should I?
நீங்க சொல்லுங்க அனிதா. நான் சொல்லுங்க. Okay, I will do. No problem.
Okay.
Progress.
Inner Wheel Prayer, Janet Zaviria, President, Inner Wheel Club of Madurai Sunshine.
All of you mute yourself except Zeenat. Yeah, Zeenat.
Instill in us, O Lord, true meaning of friendship. Never forget that we are all thy children, notwithstanding the difference in our culture and creeds. Endow us with the desire to serve our fellow men, remembering that we too often need help. Whenever or wherever need of service arises, help us to be ready to serve, endeavoring to make our batch of inner wheel worthwhile, ensuring that we have not lived in vain. Thank you.
Thank you, Janita. Welcome address by District Chairman Anitha Natarajan.
Good afternoon, everyone. My warm inner wheel greetings to you all. Dear District EC members, District Advisors, District CCC, Convener of Agamya, PDC Kailvili Arivalagan, past District Chairman of District 321, President, Secretaries and Office Bearers of our Golden Year and Centennial Year of Inner Wheel. It is indeed one of the most beautiful days in my life. The much awaited year has already begun, and here we are all meeting, which is so unexpectedly. The digital training was supposed to be conducted in the last week of June, which we planned earlier, and due to some unforeseen reasons, it is postponed to the first week of July. It is truly a blessing that we are here in large numbers to see each other and greet each other on July 1st, on which our inner wheel year actually starts. The foremost among association presidents, President Preeti Gugnani's trailblazer, T stands for Tech Empower, E-Vision, a tech-smart inner wheel of digital age. This millennium witnessed a new evolution, the dawn of digital world. Traveled through decades, learning and unlearning and again learning the nuances of digitalization. Yet we have to travel miles to catch up with the younger generation who are born in this era. District 321 is conducting this digital training for the past few years, which had really borne fruits. We could see many members handling apps like Canva, in short, effortlessly. Here we have Ms. Gayatri, who is also a member from Inner Wheel Club of Trivandrum North, who is here to train our members. I welcome you, dear Gayatri. I welcome my dear EC member, who are my like an extended family to me, district advisors who are here always to guide us, District CCC, Agamya Convener, PDC Kailvili, who is very enthusiastic. I welcome you, ma'am. And the past district chairman and zonal advisors, CGRs, coordinators, presidents, secretaries, and the office bearers of Inner Wheel District 321 for this wonderful session. The world is for those who adapt themselves for the change. Change is indispensable, and it is vital that we acclimatize ourselves for the change for our survival in this fast-moving world. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Ma'am.
And the purpose of this meeting. Dear District Chairman Anitha Natarajan, it is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
AC Member Surya Prabha, past IAW Board Director Vimla ma'am, past Association Secretary Bina, District Executive Committee, District Advisors, past District Chairman, District CCC, Zonal Advisors, CGR, Project Coordinators, all the 54 club office bearers, wish you all a very successful year. Shine the light. The IAW theme for the year is going to bring the glory in the lives of many needy and dependent populations. Hi everyone, good evening, one and all gathered in yet another Zoom training section. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver the purpose of the meeting on this day, where you have all joined to fill your minds with technology, which is an art and soaring exercise of human imagination. The goal of education is understanding, the goal of training is performance. On this new year beginning for our inner wheel, I would like to shower my wishes to all the incoming president, secretary, treasurer, ISO, and editor who have come here to have the fruit of this session. I assure you all that It is going to be an excellent session where you can update your knowledge and clarify various issues related to the digital lessons. As we all know, now it has become mandatory for everyone to go through this training so that we become oriented to the modern technology. And I would congratulate our district chairman Anitha for having done a great job by organizing this digital training program to benefit our fellow Inner Wheel members. Please make the utmost use of this training and make your mind clear so that your work execution will be much easier throughout the year. Technology can become the wings that will allow the educational world to fly farther and faster than even before if we allow it. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Now the introduction of the trainer by District ISO Maya Gomez.
Good afternoon, everyone. Chairman Anitha Natarajan, Golden Chairman, Convener PDC Kayalvari, all the PDCs who are present, all the EC members, and dear friends. It's my pleasure indeed to introduce our young and tech-savvy trainer. She needs no introduction for those of you who were here last year for the training, because she conducted it very well last year as well, which is why I guess the DC has decided to invite her again this year. So her name is Gayatri, and incidentally, the Steel Club of Trivandrum North called her to be a member last year. So she's, of course, in our fold now. So let me introduce Gayatri to you. She is a soft skill trainer who works with adults and children in the fields of creative writing, public speaking, leadership, and personality development. She primarily works as a freelance writer, copy editor, public speaker, and poet. She is the operations manager in a multi-community creative leadership hub called the Reading Room Trivandrum for the last 6 years. In fact, the Reading Room is a very energetic group, and they were the first ones I thought of last year when I was asked by our PDC, AC member Surya Prabha Rajashekharan to find somebody to train, you know. So anyway, she defines herself as a jack of all trades, or should I say a Jacqueline of all trades, as her passion for stories and endless quest for knowledge has led her down multiple career paths simultaneously. So over to you, Gayatri. Thank you for taking this up. And thank you all.
Thank you, Maya.
Thank you so much for that lovely, lovely introduction, Maya. It's always been a pleasure to be acquainted with you, even before Inner Wheel as well. And a huge thank you to all the EC members, as well as Anitha ma'am, for bringing me back for the session. I can only hope that last year's session was good enough that you guys decided to invite me back. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. My name is Gayatri. Please call me by the same as well. If there are any doubts or questions while we're going through the session, feel free to unmute and ask me, because the idea is over the course of these 3 days of sessions, we will be diving into the most basic aspects of using technology in all our work at Inner Wheel. Like, I've always been amazed by the way Inner Wheel has done multiple charitable events over the years. And over the last year, I personally got to witness the kind of projects that each district takes up. So it's an absolute honor to be able to help in any way that I can. Even after our sessions have ended, I will be sending my phone number in to the chat box, so that if anyone has any kind of doubts or inquiries for, doing certain things, be it editing videos or making presentations, you can always reach out to me anytime, even after the sessions. Yeah. So without any further ado, I'll get started. I'm assuming everyone here is logged in on either mobile devices or tablets or computers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So because of that, I think one of the first steps or the most important things to understand is when you're using the internet, it is very easy to slip into accidentally clicking things that you shouldn't be clicking and, ending up giving out information. Now, when you're on the internet, the most important thing that you have, what runs the internet and what drives the internet is the amount of information that you have, right? So our mobile devices, our computers, our tablets often contain a lot of sensitive information, be it our names, be it our personal information, be it banking account details and the such. These all are sensitive information that can be very easily accessed if we, aren't careful about it ourselves. So the one thing I would like for everyone to keep in mind is anytime that you are receiving emails, messages, SMSs, anything that honestly has a link or asks you to install something, do not click it unless you are 100% sure about the source that it's coming from. For example, if there is a link being circulated in the IWC groups, we can be sure that those are safe enough for us to, click through. If you're receiving messages from unknown numbers claiming to be someone that you know, please don't go ahead and click those. Those might just take information from your tablets and devices without you even knowing about it. Yeah. So always remember the first rule is if you're not sure, look for information about it before you click anything on the internet. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, if I go too fast, please let me know. Or if you have any questions, also let me know. General feedback is appreciated. Everyone's on mute, so I'm slightly nervous if I'm getting the point across or not. I'll be sharing my screen now to take you guys through the basics of using Google. Now, fundamentally, any activity that we do. Okay. Anitha, ma'am, are you the host for the session?
I have made you a co-host.
Okay, because I'm unable to share my screen. It's saying host has disabled participant screen sharing.
Just a minute. So you're co-host now?
Let me see. Yes, got it. I'll also be quickly sharing my screen right now. Now, this is one of the most fundamental parts of the internet. Like I said, the internet is basically an aggregate of information, right? It sort of condenses anything and everything that's been put out there into one thing. And we have search engines like Google, which make it really easy for us to look up information. Now, be it if you're looking for a cooking recipe, or if you're searching for more information about a guest who's been invited to an IWC meeting, Google is your best friend for all of this. Yeah. Now, specifically when we're using Google, we need to be very careful about the kind of search terms that we use. For example, if I were to search for our current president, this would be the most straightforward way to search for it, right? You search for the Indian president and then you have your search results. But let's say you want more specific information. You have these tabs over here. Even if you're searching on the phone, the settings would be the same. These will give you much more specific information. The first page that you see on Google will usually just contain general information as well as the most searched about topics about these people. For example, if we're looking at political party members, then we might be seeing recent news of the places where they've been, any recent rallies that they've given, any controversial issues that may have occurred with these politicians. If we're looking or searching for a writer, let's say, we might find information about their books, because these are the things that people would search for them the most, right? So that is the information that comes here. However, if you want more specific information, you'll have to click on these tabs to see what you're looking for. If we're looking at images, for example, you'll get all these different sources, all of which will contain different images with the same key terms. Now, when I'm typing just Indian president, it's showing all our past presidents as well, right? This is why being specific is important, because the kind of terms you use in Google are also extremely, extremely important. So now when I change it to current Indian president, the search results get refined even further. But you can still see that there are quite a few people who are not exactly the current presidents of India. In which case, the more details you have, the more clear your search will be. Yeah. Now, let's say you're looking for something very specific. I am going to search for Inner Wheel Club activities. Let's say I just want to look through the events and the activities that have happened with the Inner Wheel Club. I'm typing the name of my own club in, so Trivandrum North, and I'm putting it in quotation marks. When you're using double quotes and putting a word or a term inside it, what Google does is it will go search for that specific keyword in anything connected to the Inner Wheel Club. So here in the quotes, I've enclosed Trivandrum North. Now what happens is Google is going through every single time that the word Inner Wheel Club has been mentioned and then specifically looking for places where Trivandrum North has been mentioned. Which is why I immediately can find the Facebook page. I can find the YouTube channel. There are so many details that will come across. Here we can even see the association list of districts and clubs. The more terms you use, the easier it becomes. So if I search for Inner Wheel Club projects and specifically Trivandrum North, it'll start pulling up details with the same. This can be very useful when you're looking for information on the internet. Just remember, if you're looking for a specific key term, put them inside double quotes when you're using Google. Are we clear so far? Am I going too fast?
No, it's clear.
We're clear?
Yeah.
So if you have different settings for the same, you can look for news articles that specifically mention Trivandrum North, which here it's not showing. Maybe if we remove projects and we search for Inner Wheel Club, we might get some. You can look for specific videos. These tabs are all meant to sort the kind of information that we have. Now, when it comes to downloading information, most of the time you'll either find download links or you can download things yourself. Like for example, let's say that I'm looking at images. I have a project that I'm planning for Inner Wheel. And because of that, I need, let's say, the Inner Wheel logo, right? What we're going to do is we're going to search for Inner Wheel Club. Let's add the words logo and search for it. You can see all the different logos and that have been used over the course of the years, right?
Yes.
Now what we can do is we can pick up one that matches our logo currently. I'm going to take this one here. Do you see how the image became enlarged? I'm going to right click with my mouse and then pick the save images as option. Do you see that?
Yes.
So here I will change the name to make it a little easier for me to understand which file this is. I'm just typing Inner Wheel logo. And then I'm hitting save. Now what's happened here is that the logo has been downloaded onto my computer. Even when I don't have the internet, I'll still be able to access it and use it in different documents. You can do the same thing on your phone as well. When you're searching in Google and let's say you find the image that you want, just long press on the phone or on the image so that the download image option appears and then just hit download. The image should get downloaded into your gallery at that point. Yes?
Yes.
Are we clear so far? Has anyone faced any trouble while trying to download images before on the internet? Has anything of that sort happened?
No.
If anyone has any questions, we can discuss that right now and clear it out. If not, we can keep going on.
No doubt, ma'am.
Everyone's clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, clear.
Clear, ma'am. Yeah, very clear.
Very clear.
Also, please feel free to call me Gayatri. I feel like I am possibly the youngest person here. So please don't call me ma'am. It's very weird.
Okay, Gayatri.
Please feel free to call me Gayatri, yes?
Yes, Gayatri.
I'm going to continue sharing my screen in order to show something that is slightly important. One second. Now, like I was saying, anything that you put on the internet is stored on there, right? The internet is basically a big collective of information. In order to make sorting and storing that information a little easier, we have something called file types. 1 second, I'm just going to try to share my screen once more. Now, different types of files or different types of information on the internet is saved in different formats. Right? For example, we do have printed books and we have online books as well. We have images, we have videos, we have voice notes or recordings, we have PDF files and Word documents. These are all different types of file formats for storing a particular type of information or a particular type of multimedia, right? Now, in the Inner Wheel Club, from everything that I've seen, the most common kind of file types that we deal with are one, PNG images. PDF. We have JPEG or JPG images. Those are the file folders that appear with .jpg or .jpeg when you're downloading them. Yes. We deal with a lot of PDFs. Yes. And we also deal with a lot of Word documents. Now, one of the most important things for us to know, because we're dealing with this, is to convert one file type to another one. Let's say you've been working on Microsoft Word and you've been typing up the meeting minutes. If you send the meeting minutes as a Word document itself, anyone can edit those minutes and add on information that wasn't said within the meeting, right? So in order to make sure that that doesn't happen, we might convert it to a format that cannot be edited by other people. The most common version of that would be your PDF. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take you to a website. Which is called ilovepdf.com. Now, the advantage of this website is it can help you convert almost any document, be it a PowerPoint, be it a Word document, be any kind of information at all. It can help you convert it into a PDF document that cannot be edited by other people. This can be very important when you're sending meeting minutes or notices or even posters for that matter. It sends a very high quality file to the person that you're sending it to, but they cannot make changes within it. Yeah? We're clear so far? Yes. So what I am going to do is I am going to convert a file right now. Now, the most common way of doing this would be to take a Word document, let's say. So we go to the website. Over here in the search bar, we can just type ilovepdf.com. If this does not come easily, you can just go to Google and type I love PDF and that should show up. I'll type that into the chat box as well so that it's a little easier for everyone. I hope everyone can see the chat box. If at all you do not remember this, you can always message me as well. I'll send the links across so that you'll be able to do the same. So don't worry about it. But this is a website that I use the most often to convert Word documents or doc files into a PDF that cannot be edited by other people. So what we do is we hit the option that says select Word file. Now what that does is it will basically open your computer and check all the Word documents that have been saved there. Does everyone here know how to use Microsoft Word? Yes. The basics of it and saving folders and everything?
Yes.
You do, right? So again, wherever you've saved it, now some people might save it into their documents. Some people might save it to their downloads. Depending on wherever that one particular file is, you have to open that folder and then click it. So for example, I have my bio here saved as a Word document. Let's say I want to send this to a meeting where I'm supposed to be there as a guest. So I can just select that file over here and click open. Now, I would highly advise using I Love PDF only because it is a very safe website that will not save your information. The issue with other websites that might convert your documents into PDF is that if your Word document has sensitive information, they may keep that. And that is something we have to be very wary about. Now I've uploaded that document. It's right here. I'm going to hit convert to PDF. And what that does is it quickly makes that Word document into a PDF file. And now I have the PDF downloaded. We're clear so far? Any doubts or questions, anything?
Is it a paid one or a free?
It's a free one. You do not
Can
have
I-
to. Sorry.
Can I
ma'am?
ask something, Gayatri?
Yes, ma'am.
The Microsoft Word is itself has an immediate conversion to PDF. Is it not safe to use?
It is safe to use, ma'am. The only issue is when you're quickly looking at something, let's say it's on your phone, it is much more easier to use a website. Because on your phone, the Microsoft Word app, the conversion menu is hidden away behind a lot of other settings, which is why I find the website easier to convert. Now, I'm assuming that most of the Inner Wheel Club would be using their phone most of the time, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you're stuck somewhere and you do not have access to your tablets or your laptop or your computer. This is a quicker way to convert a Word document that someone has edited into a PDF so that you can quickly send it to our WhatsApp groups.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I'm using the internet for everything is also because of accessibility. While it's great for us to have our laptops and our computers, we may not always be able to access those, right?
Right.
If there is a project going on and let's say we're all attending that function, but something urgent needs to be sent out into the groups, we know for a fact that at least we would have our smartphones on us, right?
Yeah.
So if we quickly need to convert something, this makes the process much easier. That's why I prefer using the website.
No, because when usually I'm using the Word document, I want to share it with somebody. Immediately I get the query, whether you want to share it as a Word document or a PDF file.
Yes.
So I just share PDF. But is it unsafe to do that? I want to know.
It is safe to do that when you're doing it from Microsoft Word or from this website. The idea here is if this is a file that you have created or a file that is coming from someone, let's say from IWC, it would be a safe file. If you're getting an unknown request, let's say somebody is messaging you from an unknown number and sending you a Word document or a PDF, it would be ideal not to open those.
Yeah.
Now, the basic idea is if information is coming from a source that you are not sure about, we do not touch it.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Unless we are sure about the source, we do not touch any information. Now, this applies for links. This applies for any kind of document. Because the thing is, ma'am, at the end of the day, everything you see on the internet is coded into a series of zeros and ones. Right? And while there is a visible result for this, when you're clicking a link, it might show you a very innocent looking website and everything. There might be a line of code that runs programs that are being installed into your phone or your devices to take information away.
Okay.
Yeah. That is why we try to focus on being safe about our sources first.
Right. Understood.
The reason why I've shown the website is specifically just for ease. In case any of us are in a situation where we're not able to use our computers or laptops or tablets, this is the fastest way to go about it. Okay. Are there any other questions or doubts? Please feel free to ask. I don't mind explaining again and again also. It is not an issue. I teach children. So it really isn't an issue at all.
Okay.
Okay.
You can ask. You carry on.
Right. Now, the other thing, it's a very important point that Amita ma'am brought up. The thing with all of our laptops and our computers is, I'm sure at some point or the other, we've all had issues where our computer stops working or our laptop stops working or our phone stops working, right? At some point or the other, I'm sure we've all gone through those issues, which is why I advocate for an internet storage first option where all my documents, everything that I want to keep secure is saved onto the internet. That way, if I need access to any information, and let's say that, God forbid it happens, my laptop is not available or my laptop has broken down, my phone is not available, I have no devices, I can easily use a friend's phone or a computer to access my information. So what I'm going to show you in today's session at least is how to keep your information safely on the internet through software that is the safest option we have. Yes? And that is why we started with Google. Now, what I am going to show you is how Google has a whole range of things that we can use in the most incredible ways. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open google.com first. I'm not sure why the sketch lines on my screen. I'm going to ignore that for now. When you're opening Google, I'm going to open it from an incognito tab so that you see what it looks like if I'm not logged in. Currently, because I use my laptop a lot for work, I'm logged in on multiple other devices. So let's say you're opening Google for the first time on your laptop or your phone. You'll get an option here saying sign in, right? We are going to create a fresh email ID. Now, this can be especially helpful when we're in Inner Wheel because our personal email IDs may have a lot of information connected to our work, our family, and things like that, right? And mixing all of that together can make it really confusing for us to pull out specific images or files or things that we need. So my suggestion here would be that everyone who's here today as an office bearer, if you can, try to create a new email ID specifically for Inner Wheel work. It will help keep things sorted and organized and make it much more easier for you to function as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new account. So I'm going to select for my personal use.
Okay, carry on.
And this is how I reveal that I am actually very much a child in this session. So specifically because I'm here as a trainer today, I'm going to just say, you can customize this however you like. You can type in the names according to your convenience. You can use your surnames, whatever makes it easy. Just for the sake of the session, I'm now creating a new email ID, which just says Digital Trainer IWC Trivandrum North. It's too long. Let's see if this works. Now, of course, you can put in a username or password. I highly advocate not revealing your password. I am doing this right now specifically for the sake of showing you how it's done. When you create your own passwords, please keep them safe into yourself, right?
It's not shown, Gayatri.
Sorry?
The DuckDuck page is there.
Sorry, I didn't hear you, ma'am.
Only the DuckDuck page is there.
Okay, it's because I'm typing in the password. Google does not let me screenshot when I'm typing in a password. So that's the reason why you cannot suddenly see my screen. Can you see it now? The screen is back?
No. The screen is stuck with DuckDuckGo.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just share my screen once more. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
So right now I'm just entering my details while I'm creating an account.
Go back, I think,
Okay, 1 second. Can you see the screen so far?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going back all the way. Now, when you're typing google.com and then you hit sign in, you get something like this. Okay, no, thank you. So here we have your basic Google screen. We hit sign in. And here I'm going to create a new account for my personal use. This is just an email ID I'm creating for myself for the sake of this. You can use your own initials or however you would like to have that form, yeah? So mine says Digital Trainer IWC. Do not share your passwords, everyone. Right now, I'm just creating an account for the sake of this. I'll be deleting the account after. But this is just me creating a quick Google account to show you how to use it. Now you're being asked to give your phone number here just to ensure maximum security. So in case something happens and you're not able to remember your password, Your phone number will be used to send you a reset link or send you a code through which you can quickly log in. Hmm. 479546. So this is the email ID that's being used now, Gayatri RN, digitaltraineriwc@gmail.com. Now I officially have an account on Google. Now the advantage of this is when you're searching for google.com, do you see this grid of square dots over here?
Yes.
That will basically have everything that you can use within Google. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Microsoft Word, with Microsoft Excel and the same. Because of office work, you would have all used it at some point or the other, right? The same things are available within Google as well. Now, the advantage here is no matter what happens to my phone or my laptop or a computer, if I'm using the Google version of these software, it gets saved on the internet and can be accessed from anywhere as long as I have my account details. Clear?
Yes.
So what we're doing here is right now you can see the account. I am going to scroll down. I'm moving down on that until I find something called Docs. DOCS, Google Docs. This is the Microsoft Word equivalent on Google. All right. It's very useful, especially because if anyone has an internet connection, they'll be able to view your document as well. Let's say we're sitting and typing a document in Microsoft Word, right? If we need to share that document to somebody, we need to download it, right? We need to save the document, then we need to download it, then we need to email it to them, or we need to send it to them on WhatsApp or whatever service we're using. Then they have to download it, they have to open it, and then they can make their changes and everything, no?
Yes.
Then after they make the changes, they will send you a new version of that document, which you have to download again, and you have to delete the previous version. That's a lot of work, right? So to make this easier, what Google does is this document becomes accessible online for anyone with an internet connection to edit on the spot. Instead of editing multiple versions and then emailing each version one after the other after we edit, all the edits can be made on just one version, that is on Google Docs. I'll show you with a literal example. Right now, I just hit plus for a new document. I'm going to type digital training session. Now, let's say I was creating this itinerary of all the different points that we're covering today to Anitha ma'am, right? Now, I can type all of this and then download and send it to her, or I can just share it to her email ID. So at the top corner over here, you have a share option. I'm going to show that once more. Over here in the top corner of the Google document, you have something called share. Right now, when I kept my mouse over it, it says private to only me. What I am going to do is I am going to share it, this entire document, okay? So where it says add people and groups, I am going to type my personal email ID. Let's just pretend that's Anitha ma'am's email ID just for the sake of the session. But I did that. Now, depending on what I want that person to do in that document, I can give them a role. So here it says editor right now. If I click the drop-down menu, it might say commenter. So that means that the person who this document is being shared to can only put comments on it. They cannot make changes, but they can put a comment on it to let you know that this should happen. Or if they want to give you some feedback, they can give you feedback in comments. Or you can shift it to viewer option, which means they can only look at the document and read what is on there. They cannot make changes. Yeah. Now, if I'm sharing this to somebody else because I want them to make the change onto the document, I will give them editor access. And then I will hit send after typing their email ID into that box. What happened over there? Okay. So now what has happened is I have been logged into that document. I am going to continue sharing that one screen. Everyone can still see the Google document, right?
Yes, you can see.
What I'm going to do is I'm just quickly logging into my other email ID so that I can show you what it looks like when somebody else logs into the same document. Right now from my other email ID, I have just opened that document and now I can start making changes. Do you see that?
Now the screen is. The screen is stopped with the new document, no, where you typed file types and more. It has not moved to your inbox. The other inbox.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just check what's going on with the screen. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, yes.
So right now I've logged into my other email ID and I'm making edits directly onto this document.
Okay.
So this is why I prefer using Google Documents, because it makes it easier for people to share information and quickly edit things as well. If anyone here is using a phone, you can quickly go to your App Store or your Play Store. If you're an iPhone user, I'm sure you have an App Store. If you are an Android user, I'm sure you have something called Google Play Store. If you go onto it, you will find this thing called Google Documents. When you search there, you can install that application and that application will let you access documents even when you're on your phone or your tablet. Are we clear so far?
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions or any doubts at all?
No, ma'am.
Anything? If you have questions about
can
Google
you,
Documents
yeah.
as well.
No. Can you please come again with that sharing portion to the other mail ID?
Yes, Nimita ma'am, I'll just do that. I'm just going to share my screen once more. You can see my screen right now?
Yeah.
So this is the document, right? When you open that document, on the top right corner, right next to where your email ID account details would be, at the top right, you'll see this option saying share. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So you click that.
Mm-mm.
And then you type in the email ID of the person that you want to share it with.
Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you.
If you'd like to go about a shorter way of doing this, you can also just copy link over here. There is another option. It is slightly more complicated in case you want to quickly send something to someone. What you can do is you can hit copy link. What that does is it copies the link to this document onto your keyboard. And then let's say I open a messaging app or something. For now, I'm going to continue using Google Documents and I am going to just paste. It's literally showing you how to do it as well. That link will also let other people access the document. It just gets copy pasted. It is faster than typing someone's email ID if you don't know their email ID. But preferably try to send it to people via their email. Yes?
Okay, thank you, Gayatri.
No issues, ma'am. Does anyone else have any questions or doubts? Anything at all? Okay. Now, we created a document in Google Drive, right? We went to Google Documents. I hit the plus icon for a new document and I created a document that was called Digital Training Session. Now, where does all this get stored? If you're on a computer, it's usually saved onto your desktop or onto a drive under something called documents or under a folder called downloads. It gets downloaded into specific folders, right? Google also does the same thing on the internet. Now here, where we had clicked the icon that could help us figure out where Google Documents was, we have something called Drive with the triangle logo right here. Can you see that?
Yes.
That on Google is where all your information is saved. Now, right now, I am going to log into the digital training ID. And I'm just opening Google Drive here. So over here on the side, just scroll. Until you find this option called Drive. This is where everything you save to that email ID will get stored. If you're using Google Documents under that account, your documents will be stored here. If you're creating a Google Excel sheet, because Google also has an Excel facility, all those Excel sheets will be saved onto this email ID. If you are uploading images or videos, all of that will get saved to Google Drive. Google Drive is your central database. It is where you can access everything you have downloaded, everything you have edited using this email ID. Yes? Now, because this is a new email ID, we haven't created a lot of documents, right? And because I've created this for IWC, right now you can see that there's one document there and it says digital training session. That was the Word document we had created earlier. Now, let's say you've been working with IWC for a while and you already know the files that you want on this email ID for work, right? What we are going to do is we are going to take it from our phones or our laptops and computers and put them on this email ID. For example, do you remember earlier I'd shown you how I downloaded the Inner Wheel logo, right? Whenever I'm sending documents out or whenever I'm editing videos, I might need the Inner Wheel logo. So I am going to upload the Inner Wheel logo onto Google Drive so that even if it is deleted from my phone or my computer, it will remain on the drive itself. Clear? It's very simple. Anytime that you want to save something onto Google Drive, all you need to do is click the plus icon. Google Drive is also available as an application on your App Store or your Play Store, so you can download it and use it. In most phones, it might already come installed as well. So you just need to open it. It is the exact same settings. So here we click the plus new icon and you get an option saying file upload or folder upload. Right? Now, because I like organizing all of my information or saving it according to what I'm using it for, I am going to create a folder here. So I've selected folder and I'm going to type IWC documents. Because this is where I want all the documents to be. I'll create one more folder called IWC images. Just like your typical folder on a desktop, this will help you organize your drive a little more so that you can save things in specific places so that you don't have to go hunting for it later on. Yeah. Right now you can see that those folders got created right here, no? The moment we're on my drive at here and it says IWC documents and IWC images. We have this digital training session document here, right? That is outside of those folders now. What I am going to do is I'm going to right click and then I'm going to select move to. Okay. I clicked right click and then I selected move to. Now what that does is it opens your drive and shows you the folders that might be there already. So because this is a document, I am going to move it to IWC documents. And then I will select move. Now it's been sorted and put into that. Now when I click IWC documents as a folder, within that the digital training session paper would be there. The document would be there. Are we clear so far? Any doubts or questions, anyone? I can show that once more if you'd like me to.
Please show again. Can you?
Yes, ma'am. 1 second, I'm going to quickly move it back out again, okay? You can ignore this step right now. I'm just moving it outside so that I can show it to you once more. So the first thing that you're seeing is the My Drive option over here. What I am going to do is, I am going to right click the file that I want to move into a folder with my mouse. I'll select the Move To option. And then I move it there. And now the document has been shifted into that folder. Are we clear so far?
Yeah.
All right. So I was talking about uploading the InnerWheel logo, right? I've created a folder called IWC images. Now what I will do is I will hit the plus icon after opening that folder. So we were here on my drive. I click IWC images, the folder, and then I press new. And then I select file upload. So what it does is it will open my desktop to look at the things that are saved there. Because I downloaded it, I'm going to downloads. I am selecting that file and hitting open. Now what happens is, while there is a physical copy stored on my computer, now there is a digital copy that is being uploaded onto the drive. Even if I delete it from my computer, I can still access the version that is on Google Drive and use it anytime that I want. Are we clear so far? Any questions or any doubts? If you'd like me to show that once more, I can do that as well. Anything?
I think.
We're clear so far, right? Now I am going to go back into the basics of email. Is there anyone here who isn't very clear on emails or hasn't used them before? Anyone? Because I'll be taking you through the basics. That is why I'm asking. And if anyone has any doubts or questions as well, please let me know. Will it affect the storage of the phone? If it is being uploaded onto the Google Drive, ma'am, then you do not need to keep it on your phone anymore. Like for example, right now, I'll just share my whole screen so that you can see this. Share screen. Can everyone see my desktop right now?
Yes.
I am just opening my desktop and I'm going to find that one IWC logo file. Let's say that I've downloaded a lot of things and my computer storage is getting full. I'm going to delete this now. I've uploaded it onto Drive, no? I've decided to delete this logo. File storage has gone down. However, the moment I take the internet once more, I'm going to Google. I'm searching for google.com. I'm selecting the grid with the dots. Scrolling down to Drive. Now this will show my personal Drive. I need to switch to a different account. Switch. When I open this, you can see that the InnerWheel logo is still there, right? So I'm going to my Drive. And let's say now I want to download it onto my phone or my computer. I will just open that folder where that file was kept. Here it's in IWC images and I can right click and select download. So what this does is it is now downloading the InnerWheel logo file that I had saved onto the drive. This will actually help you with your phone storage as well, because let's say an IWC event has happened, right? And everyone has selected a lot of has taken a lot of photos. You can have everyone upload all these photos into one folder. And then you can delete the photos from your phone. Anytime you want one particular photo, you can take it from Drive and download it again. Clear? Now for our ease, let's say I want to share a folder. I will also show you how to do that. I feel like it can be very helpful. For example, whenever our induction ceremonies happen for a particular year, let's say, where members are being inducted, or the inauguration ceremonies are happening, or a particular program is starting. If you want to have our general body meeting as one folder, and have all our photos, minutes, everything uploaded, the easiest way to go about it would be to go to Google Drive. I'm going to create a new folder here. Let's say the EC committee is having a meeting, right? EC meeting for the month of July. Okay, 2023. I'm creating a folder by that name. And then what I will do is I will right click on that folder and select share. Now here I can type in email IDs of all the executive committee members so that the folder gets shared to them. And then everyone can upload all their documents or their photos or any kind of media that they want onto that one folder so that it all stays there. After that, you can delete it from your phone and it still won't be an issue. Yes, Sunita ma'am, I'll explain it a little slower. Is there any part that you missed or you want me to repeat it once more?
It's clear for me. Let me see. Anyone?
Yeah, can you please repeat it once more?
What part would you like for me to repeat, ma'am?
Excuse me, Gayatri. That
Yes.
I need is the first step, not the later part. The first step to enter into that. That one I missed. That's why I'm getting confused. While you are
Okay, how
explaining
to
the
access
rest of
Google
the-
Drive?
Yeah. That's it. I missed that part.
Sunita ma'am, you're asking about creating a new email ID?
No. After that.
How to access Google Drive? Okay. So I'm just going to show you here.
There is a small point, the dots, no?
Yes.
So that it is coming as search, maps, YouTube, play, news.
Yes.
And all.
Over
From
there,
that,
you just have to
into
select.
this drive.
Yes.
Entered into this drive. After that, the next step, when we enter, as soon as we enter the drive, the very next step we have to do.
Okay, the next step is to select my drive over here. Even in home, you can still see the documents, but if you want to be specific, you can select my drive. That will show you all the folders that are there.
Okay.
Is that clear, ma'am?
Yeah.
So within those folders, you can save specific documents. Now, let's say the EC meeting happens for July 2023. Everyone can start uploading images here. Right now, I've opened this. I can hit plus new, file upload, and then whatever photos I would like to upload, I can just upload it there. I imagine I wouldn't have a lot because I mostly work with a lot of Word documents. But if I want to upload this, that image will get uploaded onto here. And then I can delete it from my computer and I don't have to worry about the storage on my phone or my computer. I think somebody else had inquired about the storage capacity for Google Drive. Now, Google Drive comes with a huge storage. It comes with around 15 GB of storage. You can see it right here on the left side. Right now, I've used 3.8 MB of 15 GB. However, if you feel like you're running out of space and you need more space, you can click this Get More Storage option. This takes you to a paid setting, unfortunately, where you have to pay them. But usually 15 GB has been more than enough for me to handle my work. Depending on whatever you need, you can select the option accordingly. Like, for example, there is this one which increases your capacity to 100 GB. You just have to pay like 35 per month. Those options you can take according to your usage. But for the most part, for IWC related activities, 15 GB should be more than enough. Yes? Are we clear so far, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we were on Drive. I am going to open emails. Now, is there anyone here who hasn't used emails before? Just asking. No, yes. Okay.
Check in the chat box also. If you don't.
Yes. I am checking the chat box, ma'am. Right now, I don't think anyone's sent anything. The last message was about storage capacity, and if I can go a little slower, I will. So this is your email inbox. So what I did was earlier I had selected Drive from that drop-down menu, right? With the square grid with the dots. I had gone down and selected Drive. Now I'm selecting Gmail over here. Now, this I'm sure most of you would be used to. We all usually end up needing an email ID in order to access information, to have accounts. Even for logging into social media like Facebook, we need an email ID, right? This is just a fresh new email ID. That is why it looks so clean. However, if you have an email ID already, usually your email ID might look something like this. Right now, I'm showing my personal email ID. It is not advised for anyone to screen share your personal email ID. I'm just showing this for the sake of, clarity. One thing everyone deals with in your emails is having a lot of them from sources that you don't want. Now, this might be emails that you signed up for when you were buying things. When you logged into social media, you get a lot of spam emails coming in. These emails don't give you a lot of information and take up all your space, right? So what I am going to do is right now, I'm going to sit and clean through all my emails. You can see that there's a lot of spam emails here. See, you can see Amazon Pay details happening. You can see LinkedIn notifications coming in for me. You can see this Suanta is just because I bought a sari for my mom's birthday this year. And when I logged into that website, I typed my email ID. So they've been sending me promotional emails for that. There's work emails. There's a lot of emails coming from my bank, from other websites that I've used. You can see that right here. What I am going to do is I am going to remove those messages and make sure that I don't get any more messages from them. Okay, which will clear up your storage. A lot of the times when we're using Google or when we're using Gmail, our storage space gets taken up by all these promotional emails. So what we're going to do is right now I'm going to take the sari one. I am not a partner with them, but if anyone is looking to buy cotton saris, you guys should check out this place. It's called Sutta Bombay. They have some beautiful saris. So right now, this is a promotional email for one of their sales. I just clicked the email, right? And then the email has opened up on the side. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the email. Okay. Most promotional emails at the very bottom will have this one very small line in the smallest font you can find that says, no longer want to receive these emails, unsubscribe. Just click that. So what's going to happen is right now I'm going to hit unsubscribe there. I'm going to click unsubscribe once more. And now I won't get emails from them anymore. Are we clear so far?
Clear.
I'm going to show that one more time with another spam website that I'm getting a lot of emails from. This is because I booked train tickets very recently. So it's from a travel website called Ixigo. I just opened that email by clicking it. Now I'm going to scroll down until I find that message that says unsubscribe. Do you see it? It's right here. I'm going to click that. And I've now been unsubscribed. Now, the sari company and even the train ticket company has been sending me emails for a long time. I just unsubscribed it now, right? Let's say I want to delete all the promotional emails that they've sent me. I am just going to type in their name. So you can see here that this one was called Ixigo, right? So in the search mail here, I am going to type IXIGO, which is what the email that they were using. And all the messages that have come from Ixigo will show up in one search. Do you see how all the emails on that side are only Ixigo now? Now I'm going to delete all of them together. I will go here. Do you see this box here that says select? I will hit that and that will select all the emails that contain the word Ixigo in one go. I've clicked that. I'm showing you once more. I'm just clicking this. And then I will hit delete. All the emails from Ixigo are gone right now. Yeah. I'll show that once more, this time with the Su and Ta one. If I just search for SU, I might get emails from other work things as well. So the more specific you are, the easier it is. Here I'm typing Su and Ta. So I can click one specific email, or I can select all the emails and then hit delete. Now, let's say I accidentally deleted this message. Now, this is a student that I was tutoring and helping out with their entrance exams. So they've emailed portions. But unfortunately, let's say that also got deleted. That is an email that is important to me and I need it back. It does not get permanently deleted for 30 days. So what I do is I go to the side here. You can see inbox, start, snooze, sent, drafts. I go to more and then I select trash. These are all the emails that I've deleted so far. So I just have to scroll down, see if I can find that email. This was the email. I select that. One second, just moving this here. Sorry, did somebody ask a question? So I'm selecting that email. I am right clicking on it. And then I'm selecting move to inbox. Now that message has gone back to my inbox, it has not been deleted. So if I scroll down or I search for that email would still be there. Clear?
Yes. Yeah.
If there's any other doubts or questions, anyone, please feel free to ask. If I'm deleting one email at a time, I just have to click on the email and then select the delete option here or here. It's there here as well as here. So right now I'm deleting this. This is a bank information thing. I can sit and delete emails one by one. If I want to select all of them in one go, I can select all of them and delete it as well. Are we clear so far?
Yes.
Any questions, any doubts, anything that you would like for me to show again? Okay, well, clear so far, I'm assuming. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to sort my email IDs to be a little more organized. Okay. Right now, this is my personal email ID, which is why you can see something called labels over here. Now, I do this because as a freelance writer, I sometimes work with different types of companies. So if all those company emails are coming together to one email ID, it can be very difficult for me to understand whose work is where, right? So I create something called a label. Now this works quite literally like a sticker label. All you have to do is go to labels, enter a new label name. For example, I'm typing IWC. And then I click create. Now I can go to my primary inbox. I am just going to search for all emails connected to IWC. Personal email doesn't have anything, emails. You can see emails from last year's invoicing and documents being shared. So I'm selecting those two. Okay. These are the two InnerWheel documents from last year's training session. And I've created that label called IWC, right? After selecting those two emails, I will go here to that labels option. Okay. I'm going to click that. When I click that, a drop-down menu showing it like this will appear. And I will find the IWC label. And then I will press apply. So now what has happened is, if I'm sitting here and I quickly want to look at my InnerWheel messages, I just click the label over here and the specific messages that come under that will show up over there. So for different work things, there's different kinds of emails. Each of those will get labeled in different settings. So you can see the InnerWheel emails here in one specific place now without looking at all the other emails. That is the advantage of using a label. Yes? We're clear so far?
Yes, yes, very clear.
Now we're going to go into adding email signatures and the basics of sending an email. Now I'd shown you promotional messages, right? Like I was telling you, for example, I bought a sari for my mom for her birthday in December. And I got all those promotional emails coming from Suanta, right? Sometimes, because information is easy to access on the internet, you might get emails coming in from people that you do not know or companies that you do not know. If any of those emails contain a link, it is advisable not to press that. Unless you trust the source, do not click on any links or download anything from the internet. Yes? Now we're going to go into the basics of creating an email. I hit compose over here so that I can now type out an email. Do you see this thing over here?
Yeah.
That's an email signature, right? Is everyone here familiar with how to create an email signature? The email signature is literally a sign that will go out with every email that you send out. Now, for example, as an Inner Wheel Club president or a past president, you would have your own role within IWC, right? As office bearers. Now, let's say you're sending emails officially for IWC to anyone else. You would want that signature to show up over there under that email ID, correct? So this is a signature I created for my company where I work as a content strategist. So it says, regards, Gayatri RN, content strategist, TRL Consultancy Private Limited, with my phone number and other details. That is a basic email signature. I can change or edit that according to who I'm sending the email to and what role I'm playing in it. Now, for example, let's say that I am, just for the sake of it, sending out an email as the IWC digital trainer. Okay. I am going to create a new email signature for that. So I selected compose. I went here. This is my old signature that is here. What I am going to do is I am going to find this pen icon. It is right next to the send option here, where you send the email. You keep going to the side and you get an option called insert signature. Yes, everyone can see that, right? It is a pen-shaped icon over here. We select insert signature. Now I have 3 different signatures already ready because of the work that I do. One is for my freelance content company. The other one is for the reading room. You can see that the address changed, right? The signatures changed to operations manager, the reading room, Trivandrum. And then there is one other one for TIC, which is another company I work for. These are all different email signatures. Right now I'm going to create a new one for Inner Wheel. So I select manage signatures. Right here, next to send, there is a pen icon. I am selecting manage signatures. And that has changed the background. Outside of this email, can you see that over here, there is a new page that has opened? Yes. This is within the settings. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to scroll down until I find the signature. Do you see this? Signature.
Yes.
I'm zooming in a bit so that everyone can see. Is it clear for everyone right now?
Yes.
What I am going to do is I am going to select create new. Okay. So for this one, I am labeling the signature Gayatri RN IWC. Now this box over here lets you edit what that signature would look like. Now I have this one which looks like this. I have this signature over here which looks like this. These are all different signatures that I have. I am going to create a new one for IWC right now. So I will type regards Gayatri RN digital trainer Inner Wheel Club. Okay. Now, if I want to add my phone number and details, I can also add that over here. Phone plus 12965. I've just typed out a basic email signature for myself. Now I can edit this as well. If I'm selecting, let's say the Gayatri RN alone, I can make that bold by selecting the edit option here. This part I can make it italics if I'd like to. This part I can change the color to like a gray so that it's less noticeable. These are all options that are right here. Okay. You can change the font, you can change the text size, you can change whether it's bold, italics, underline, even the colors. Right now I'm making that a light gray. It changes the way the signature looks. All right. Let's say I even want to insert the Inner Wheel logo. I can go right here, just put my cursor where I want the image to be, and then select insert image over here. You can edit the way this looks in a lot of different ways. I suggest that everyone plays around with it. See, I even have an option for inserting my signature. That right there is my sign. So I can upload my sign if I want to onto my signature. Or in this case, because I'm looking at a simple image. Uh-oh, 1 second. I can just select a folder from my device if I'm taking something from the computer, let's say. If it's on Drive, then that will show up easier. Right now, I am uploading that image onto my signature. So right now, the InnerWheel logo will be there. It will show up and then my designation will show up. So my signature will look like this. Do you see that? After I've typed it and I'm okay with how it looks, what I will do is I will scroll down and select Save Changes.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
How you drag it to the minimum size?
That option shows up the moment you upload an image, ma'am. I'll show that to you once more. 1 second.
Thank you. Thank
you. I'm just going to open the other setting once more. Signature. Manage signatures. I'll be scrolling down. Over here, this was the image, no, ma'am? So when I click on that image, no, it shows a setting that says small, medium, large, original size. Do you see that? So over here, you can adjust the size.
Once I place cursor on it, it automatically it will come.
Yes, ma'am. When you click that image, it should appear as small, medium, large, original size, right?
Okay, thank you.
So there you can just edit it. Right now, this is the one that I had saved. I am going to click Save Changes. And now that signature has been added. Whenever I open my email, now if I want to send a message to somebody from IWC, I will go to that message. I will select the pen icon for Insert Signature. And you can see that there's an option that says Gayatri RN IWC. I click that. So now my email signature will look like that on that email. This is all your usual details. Over here, you can type who you're sending the email to. For example, if I'm sending the email to myself, I can type the subject, test email, and then I can type the actual message. Hi, this is a test email. Now with this email, let's say you're sending a photo or an image or any type of file, okay? You have the attachment option right here, okay? At the bottom, next to the send option, you have an attach files option. You just need to select that. And then you can select anything from your computer, okay? For example, if I'm clicking my bio, I can share my bio over here. Let's say I want to share the InnerWheel logo file. Do you remember how it was on Google Drive earlier? I can share that also. So over here, after attach files, you have insert link, you have emojis. Here you have something called insert files using Drive. That way you don't even have to download it. If it is on your Drive, you can just select that. I'm going to select insert files using Drive. I will select the one that I want, the file that I want, and then I'll hit insert. And that will get uploaded. So right now the InnerWheel logo is attached. I can take one look at it, make sure everything is okay. If I want to change the fonts in the email, I can just select the words or the things and edit all of that. These are all things that you will find within the email itself right here. These are all options for how you want to edit it. For example, the text size can be increased. You can make it bold, you can make it italics, you can make it underlined. You can change the text color if you'd like to. These are all your basic email settings. And once you're happy with however it looks, you can just hit send. And that email would get sent. Does anyone have any confusion regarding any aspect of Gmail or the messages or sending or creating a signature? Anyone? Anything? Anyone?
Yeah, Gayatri, signature is very fascinating, but you did show me a part where you have signed Gayatri, right?
Yes.
Now, isn't that dangerous uploading your real signature?
I will not upload it unless I'm specifically using it for confidential emails. Like, for example, ma'am, let's say I work as a freelancer, right?
Yeah.
And because I work as a freelancer, sometimes the companies that I'm based in may be based in the US and things.
Okay.
And they are sending me a work contract for me to sign with them.
Okay.
So in that case, I need a digital signature that I can upload onto that for the sake of signing the document digitally and then sending it back, saying that I am officially working with them now.
Yeah.
That signature is not something I will share in every email. When I'm creating an email signature, I may not always want to put my sign on it.
Yeah.
But let's say it's an official bank document email. My bank has messaged me asking me for my signature. I might have to send it to them.
But is this signature safe there?
When it's on Google Drive, it's safe.
Okay.
Right now, my signature is saved to my Google Drive. I will not share that unless I'm absolutely sure about who I'm sharing it to.
Can a hacker get into the drive?
Not into Google Drive unless you give your information. So Google is one of the biggest data companies in the world, right? And they have the biggest search directory in the world. Because of that, they put a lot of money into their security.
Okay.
Most of the world right now runs on Gmail and uses Google in order to protect their data.
Yeah, true.
So unless there is a global wide scale attack on Google, our personal emails will not be circulated. The only other way a hacker can get into your email, ma'am, is if one, you yourself are sharing information, that is your password and your account details, or two, you accidentally clicked on a link or installed an application or something that you should not have. The thing is, hackers don't just sit in front of a computer and then type a lot of code. What they do is they create a program that will do simple things, okay? It might even be tracking what you type onto your keyboard.
Very correct.
And then it will collect the information from what you're typing and use that to figure out what your password might be. So it's always about two things with internet safety. One, try not to share your personal information unless it's absolutely necessary. And two, unless you are sure of the source from which you're getting information, do not download or click anything.
Okay. Okay.
Clear?
Thank you.
Any other questions? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Now, because I happen to be a very, very forgetful person, I have a tendency to forget my passwords. Right? I really do tend to forget my passwords. And the thing is, one of the biggest things people say about internet safety is to not use the same password everywhere. Your bank account password should be different from your Facebook password, from your email password. Every single account you create should ideally have a different password. But it can be really, really difficult to remember all these different passwords, right? Which is why we have something called a Google Password Manager. Now, again, like I was saying, Google is one of the biggest companies out there in terms of data storage and safety and security, right? So for our sake, and so that we don't end up writing down every single password we have for every account we make, we can use something called a Google Password Manager to make it easier for us to remember all our passwords or find them all in one place. It is a very secure software that cannot be hacked unless you are giving information on how to access it. And I'm just going to show you how to save your passwords there. All right.
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions about anything so far before I go into this?
And write on the chat box also, if you want.
You can write in the chat box or you can send me a message also. Either way works. I'm assuming there's no questions.
No questions, ma'am.
Okay. Now, whenever we're logged into a new website, right? Right now, I'm going to share screen and show you. Sometimes we get this option that says, okay, how to recover my password. Ma'am, recovering your password for what specifically? Is it your email ID?
Things we forget.
Divya Darshini ma'am, could you let me know? Okay, your email ID. Now that's slightly more complicated, but do you remember how earlier I had given my phone number? That might be the easiest way to recover. Like, let's say, for example, I am going to log out of this one specific ID. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing because I am going to do random things to get out of this. But oh, why am I not able to log out of this one account? 1 second. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to share my screen to show what we can do in case we end up accidentally losing our Gmail password. Can everyone see the screen? Yes. Now here we have an option that says forgot email. Right here where I was attempting to sign in to continue, there's an option that says forgot email. So you can click there. And if you remember the phone number that you have put for that email ID, or you remember whatever your backup account was, you could use that. Now, most cases we forget the password. So I am going to type in the digital trainer account. Trainer IWC. There's a setting here called forgot password. So when I click that, okay, it is asking me to log in through a device that I've used before. Let's say you forgot that email on your phone, ma'am. The best thing you can do is take your phone and then try to log in once more and hit the forgot password option. Now, normally when you select the forgot password option, it will ask you to give a phone number, whether you can send an SMS or a password reset code so that you can reset your password. All right. Right now, it's not letting me do that because I haven't logged into that ID on this device before. So you'll have to use your phone or whatever device you were logged in on before to access it. All right. Are there any other doubts or questions like this? If anyone has anything?
Now, if you have not given a phone number and we're not able to get in, like they send us a mail.
Sorry, ma'am?
No, if we have not given
Okay,
in
you
our
can
phone
actually
number.
add your phone number if you would like to, or you can set up another email as your recovery email. Okay. So the thing is, let's imagine that I forgot the password to my digital trainer account. I can add my personal email ID as a backup email ID. In case I lose the password for the digital trainer account, they can send an email to my personal email ID for me to recover it. Or I can give my phone number so that they can send an SMS or a code to let me recover it. I'll show you how to add a phone number or add a recovery email ID right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll share my screen and show you. All right, ma'am. So right here, I'm just sharing this screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. This is where we found all the different applications, right? Like Google Documents and Drive and everything. I am going to click this over here, which shows my account. I will select manage your Google account here. And that will open this window, which lets me look at what all I have on my account. Okay. You can see this right here. So I will go through each of the tabs one by one. Here I'm going to personal information. Okay. Do you see this right here? When I went to manage my account, I went to personal information. I scroll down and then right here you have an option. Do you see this here? Contact info. Ma'am, did you see that? So right here, I can add a phone number. I'll select add now. They'll ask me to type in my password to make sure it's me. And then I can add my phone number here. So here I'm going to type my phone number. And what this will do is it will send a code to my phone. So right now I've gotten an SMS. I don't know if you'll be able to see my screen, but it basically gives me a code that I have to type in. Can everyone see my screen? If you look at the video that I have on, just look at my video. This is the kind of SMS that I've gotten. I'm just going to type the code from there. Right now, a phone number has been added. So the advantage here is even if I forget my password, they can send me a code to let me reset my password on the phone number. All right. So you can save all your details over here as well. Right, in contact info, see, I can even add other emails if I would like to. But for now, the phone number should be enough. So that is how you add your phone number, ma'am, in case you need to quickly be able to recover. All right. Are there any other questions or doubts before I go into the passwords thing? Anyone?
No, I think.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to go into something that is very, very useful, especially when we log into places and we constantly need to remember or keep track of our passwords. So what I'm going to do is show you something called Password Manager. Now, if you're already logged in onto a particular email ID, it will usually be available there. All the passwords for all the websites that you've entered, you can actually find it in one place. Okay, so what I'm going to do is onto the search bar, I will type passwords.google.com. And that opens something called the Password Manager. Now, this is where all the emails that I've ever, all the websites that I've ever logged into, all the sign-in data for that will be saved there. So you can see everything right down from Facebook, all the way to Google, to my bank accounts, all those passwords that can be saved right here. I'm using Google because Google is a very trustworthy platform. Being one of the biggest companies out there, it is very, very difficult to reach a situation where they get hacked. But it is very convenient because here you can see every single password I've ever used. Right now, I'm just going to use one from when I was a huge, huge Harry Potter fan. Let's say I want to see that particular password. I went to passwords.google.com. I tried to find the website where that password was signed in, and then I'm going to have to type my password in for my email ID. Oh, this wasn't it. 1 second. Did I forget my own email ID? Oh no. Okay, 1 second. I've actually forgotten my own main email ID's password. This is the issue. I keep forgetting my passwords. What did I put? What did I put? Whatever you do, try not to forget your main email ID, everyone. Otherwise, you'll get stuck in the same situation that I'm stuck in right now, where I don't remember my main email ID password. Good time to show you the forgot password setting. So right now, because I have recovery accounts here, I can just have them send an email to me. I have another account. So they're just going to send a recovery email there. Just opening the other email ID to get the code. This is how safe it is. Right now, even when I typed in the recovery email and the code, they're sending me a notification on my phone so that I actually can verify that it is me. Right now, this was the account that I had logged into. When I was a Harry Potter fan, I was on that website all the time. So you can see the email ID here and you can see the passwords. It all gets saved automatically on Google.
Oh.
So it's just a very convenient feature. In case you end up forgetting a password or something, you can always just go to passwords.google.com. And usually your passwords will be saved there. You can have an infinite number of email IDs, ma'am. Like right now, for example, I'm just going to show you my main Google. I have around some 6-7 accounts because of the amount of work that I do. These are all different email IDs that I have, and I can add another account whenever I want to. All right. That's it for our session today. We've covered the very basics. Tomorrow we'll be diving into a whole other set of different aspects. If anyone has any questions or any doubts, now would be a good time to let me know. I can take you through different sections. And if there is a doubt that's coming across later, I am typing my WhatsApp number into the chat box. You can always send me a message here. Does anyone have any questions or doubts?
Gayatri?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, you said that in the search button, you type password.google.com and all the apps that need your password shows up, right?
Yes.
Do we have to feed in as an input all our passwords?
Mom, your voice is a little faint, so I'm not able to hear clearly. Could you repeat that once more? Sorry.
Do we have to fill in all our passwords for all the apps?
Ideally, yes, it would be a secure way to do that. However, again, there is different people go about it in different ways. For example, my mother hasn't saved any of her passwords onto Google. She has one Google document that is private to her on her email ID, and she's typed all her passwords there, and she will never share that Google document to anyone. So you can do that if it's a much more simpler method for you to remember it. It's just that then your device has to be kept safe. For example, if I unlock my mother's phone, I can go to her Google documents and open her password document and see all her passwords.
Sometimes every time, we have so many passwords. To fish out one particular password, sometimes you repeatedly forget 2-3 passwords and go about with reset your password, and the new password again you forget the new password.
True, you do. See, I do like what my mother does because I feel like that is a very safe way to go about it. Unless somebody has access to your computer and your phone, they will not really see a passwords document if it is created. Google Passwords Manager is a little more complicated, ma'am, because you have to go and then you have to enter everything one by one. Ideally, if you'd like to do a much more simpler thing, we can always do what my mother does. So what she does is she'll just open a Google document like this. She has one called passwords. So I'm just typing this over here. And then she'll type in. So she'll type in Facebook password. And then she'll type in whatever her password is. And then she just leaves that document there. She never shares that document to anyone. The only way someone can see that document is if they have access to her computer or her phone. All of which is locked by her own passwords for it. So
it remains in the draft.
Yeah, it will remain there in that document itself. It's a much more simpler way to go about it.
But Gayatri, am I wrong in thinking that Google automatically saves all our passwords?
It does. A lot of times it does.
Yeah, I don't remember having saved any password, but one fine day I was browsing through something when this popped up with all the passwords,
So actually, ma'am, that is part of what you do when you're logging in using your email ID onto a website. We all use Gmail a lot, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm going to a new website, like for example, the sari company website I was talking about, when I went to Suta and I gave my email ID there, Google showed a small notification asking, do you want to save your login details? If I hit yes on that, it will remember my login details till my email is destroyed.
Okay.
So even if I forget years later that I had signed in using my email, some 10 years down the line, if I'm ordering saris for my sister's wedding, it'll show me where the login is. It'll say, do you want to use your saved password? And then I can just hit OK. So that is how the basic stuff works, guys, especially around Google. If anyone has any questions or doubts, feel free to reach out. Even after our IWC digital training sessions are over, if you're ever getting confused with anything, you can always reach out to me at this number. Yes?
Yeah, Gayatri.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, I have a doubt. See, as you have told, we used to log into n number of sites, and if, for example, shopping sites, Amazon, or whatever, for example, Best Side, whatever we go, we used to give some different passwords. Suppose if I am going to save that in the Google password app, and if I'm going to forget that, should I have to go and give that forget password and I have to retrieve some new password and then I have to
No,
store
ma'am.
it?
The only time where on Google you'll have to hit forget password is if you forget your email password. The other passwords will all remain saved there. You do not have to hit forget password.
No, if I'm going to save that, as you have told, if I'm going to save that, how do I know that particular password which I have used for that particular site?
Now, the thing is, ma'am, this relies on you updating your passwords regularly whenever you make an account. Normally, if you're logging into a website, they might give an option. Google will say, should I save login details? If you hit yes on that, it will automatically get saved. If you haven't done that before, you'll have to go back to that website and reset your password. Yes.
Yeah, because one such problem which I faced is long back I have used different mobile number that I don't have now.
Okay.
So if I'm going to give that forget password, suppose if I'm going to log in with some other device, I don't have that password, that I can't retrieve through the mobile.
It will be difficult to recover that account, ma'am. The thing is, Google, because of the fact that it's easily one of the biggest data information related giants out there as a company, it tries to keep people's data secure by keeping track of what devices logins were conducted on before, what mobile numbers were used, etc. So that even if you forget your password, if you're logging in from some device that you used before, it will still give you access. The issue here is if those devices are gone and you don't remember your password and you don't have access to your mobile number, which is a very hypothetical situation where you don't have all three, then you won't be able to recover it.
No, I have lost one such ID.
Oh,
That's
no. No, that it can't be recovered then, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Is there any other questions or doubts? Or feedback for the session if you have anything, that also works for me. Tell ma'am. Okay, then we'll be winding up the session for day 1. Thank you so much everyone for attending. And I will see you all tomorrow for day 2. If you have any doubts about day 1, even on day 2 or day 3, you can ask. You have my number as well. Please feel free to reach out on WhatsApp.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, Gayatri. It's very wonderful session.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Usually we know about those things what you tell, but sometimes it's happened. We also forgot that password and we do something and we did wrong, and then we run to our son or run to our daughter and they will scold us. It's happening. Today, so what? I'm sitting and writing what all you are telling. I am writing. So it's tomorrow we will see what is going to. We will be
If at all your children are not available, you can also reach out to me. Especially if you're in Trivandrum, I can even come over to your house and help out. It is not an issue.
Sure. Thank you so much. And now the feedback by Amita Nair, Inavil Club of Trivandrum South.
Respected District Chairman, District EC members, Convener Kailviri ma'am, our advisors and office bearers of all clubs. truly happy to be a part of this informative and detailed session. Starting from basics, I'm sure must have been very useful to many of us. Though personally, I have been using the email for quite some time, I was quite unaware of the signature part. That was very nice, Gayatri. Google passwords, recovery of passwords, storing everything in Google Drive under required headings. Very clear explanation, very much in detail. Thank you, Gayatri, and we'll be looking forward to day 2 session. Thank you.
Thank you, Amita. And now vote of thanks by District Vice Chairman Swarnalata.
Good evening, everyone. We have started our new Inner Wheel year on July 1st, and with the wonderful program that's Tech Empower in the Trailblazers of our team. And it's a very wonderful session. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to our district chairman, Anitha Natarajan, and EC members, and our district Agamaya convener, our PDC, Mrs. Kailvili Arivalagan, and our district advisors, all the PDCs who was the pillar, and we are reaching our 50th year, and we are celebrating in the wonder way, and we have gathered here and meet each other on this wonderful day. And today the topic, the Tech Empower. Technology is that it's empowered the people to do what they want to do, and it lets people be creative, and it lets be productive, and it lets people learn new things they didn't think. So they can do very wonderful things, and in a sense, it's all about that potential. And I would like to mention about our trainer, Gayatri, and our Inner Wheel member. I have attended her previous session in the previous year. That time she taught all the tools of digital training, and this time I can see the variant as a Inner Wheel member. What the Inner Wheel members really need, even the case studies, even the file name itself, she has mentioned each and everything related with Inner Wheel, as like EC member, first EC minutes folder, like that she mentioned, and it's a very wonderful time. She mentioned she used the tool in a domain, in our Inner Wheel domain, in a very proper way, and explained in that way. And our energetic Gayatri is going to do for 2 more days. And thank you for the wonderful opportunity for the district and whoever behind that. Thank you.
Thank you, Swarnalata. And we will finish the meeting, Anita.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
everyone.
then
I'll see you all tomorrow.
Tomorrow we will meet
at 3 o'clock.
We will arrange for tea and snacks. Everyone come and have.
Virtual tea. Virtual tea and snacks it is.
Because of this 1st of July, I'm very happy that today the district chairman Anitha, she's with us, and she's wearing the collar. It's a very It's a very proud moment for she also and for us also. I wish you all the best, Anitha, and all the executive committee members, and my love and what to say, I don't know, that Gayatri, you're very well tell about that technology.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I am not much more about that, learn about technology, but today I had learned some more, and tomorrow I will learn, and day after tomorrow I will learn.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Bye.
Everyone who joined for today's session. Tomorrow we can see. Okay, bye.